Welcome into the IA Sports Studio. My name is Caden, and today I will be bringing you guys new dual team rankings. This is the Class 3A video. Be sure to go check out the other videos if that interests you. Again, usually you guys see me behind the camera at invitationals and tournaments and all that good stuff. Today, I am in front of the camera. I'm bringing you our rankers, Class 3A dual team rankings. Excited to do it. Be sure to drop a like, drop a comment who your favorite team is, whether you agree, disagree with these rankings. But more importantly, drop a like. Let me know that you like this type of content and me delivering these rankings to you in a show type of way. We think it's cool. We think it's unique. But again, we want to know what you guys are thinking in terms of this. Before we get started, though, coming up this week, individual rankings on Rockfin on Wednesday. Again, that is for subscribers only. That is the number one way you can support iWrestle is be a subscriber to our Rockfin page. You'll get access to these individual rankings. We're ranking each weight class and each class. Tons of work goes into it. We can't thank our rankers enough for the work they put in. Those will be coming out on Wednesday. They will be updated. Also, I was at the Mendenhall Invite in Ames. Ton of fun, ton of great matches. I will be posting the finals, the full matches on Rockfin soon for our premium subscribers. I got every single one but the 215-pound final. That was moved to a different mat at the end, so I did not get that. I do apologize. But every other final will be up on Rockfin shortly, so if you're not a subscriber, please do. Again, the number one way you can support us and what we do. But hey, these dual team rankings are completely free. So again, if you like this type of content, be sure to drop a like. But let's get right into it. We got 24 teams to cover, and we have honorable mentions. Starting with those honorable mentions in Class 3A, these are alphabetical order, not ranked in any specific way. Marshalltown, Ottumwa, Pleasant Valley, Spencer, Urbandale, and Western Dubuque, all just on the outside of our top 24. Speaking of the top 24, let's get right into it with the teams that just made it on the inside. Xavier, Cedar Rapids Xavier, they were an honorable mention in the last set. They now find themselves ranked at number 24. They had a loss to Linmar, a win over Pleasant Valley, a loss to Mount Vernon, and a loss to Clear Creek Amana. They find themselves as the last team in. At number 23, they held this spot in the last set of rankings. Lewis Central, they had a loss to Valley, loss to Centennial, a win over Shenandoah, a win over Glenwood, and a fifth place Millard West Invite in Nebraska. At number 22 is Dallas Center Grimes. They were an honorable mention in the last set. They had a win over Carlisle, a win over North Polk, and a seventh place Jerry Eckenrod Invite. And the last team in this little set of rankings is Hawkeyes. They jump up 3 spots from 24 in the last set of rankings. They had a win over Dowling. They lost to Hawkeyes Northwest, but finished second place at the Gary Christensen Invite. Hopping into our top 20 in Class 3A. Number 20 is North Scott. They jump up 2 spots from last set. Win over Kennedy, lost to Bettendorf, a win over Pleasant Valley, and a second place Ottumwa Invite finish for North Scott. Number 19, West Des Moines Valley. They drop 1 spot from 18th in the last set. Valley with a win over Lewis Central, a loss to Centennial, a win over Urbandale, and a 7th place Mendenhall Invite. At number 18 is Iowa City West. They drop 1 spot. They had a 4th place Ottumwa Invite. And at number 17 is Iowa City High. They rise 2 spots. The Little Hawks do from number 19 in the last set of rankings. A win over Liberty, a loss to Linmar, and a 4th place Mendenhall Invite for Iowa City High. Hopping into our top 16, at number 16, the Clippers of Clear Creek Amana. They dropped 2 spots from last set of rankings. A win over Benton, a loss to Independence, a win over Marion, a loss to Mount Vernon, a win over Western Dubuque, and a win over Xavier. So a busy week for the Clippers, has them at number 16th in this set of rankings. At number 15 is Carlisle. They dropped 4 spots from 11 in the last set of rankings. Lost to Ankeny, lost to DCG, lost to Indianola, a win over North Polk, and a 4th place Gary Christensen Invite for the Wildcats. Sorry, apologize. At number 14 is Norwalk. They rise 2 spots from the last set of rankings, a win over Marshalltown, and a loss to Ankeny Centennial. At number 13 is Ankeny. They rise 2 spots, a win over Carlisle, a loss to Southeast Polk, and a 5th place Mendenhall Invite. At number 12 is Cedar Rapids Prairie. They had a 5th place Mendenhall Invite. They dropped 2 spots from last week, and the team just outside the top 10 right now is Bonneret Farrar. They were number 9 last week. They are number 11 this week, a win over Winterset, and a 1st place finish at the Roland Dyer Invite. That one was in Atlantic. At number 10, the first team inside our top 10 for this week is Johnston, the Dragons. They had a win over Urbandale, a loss to Centennial, a win over Dowling, a win over Marshalltown, and a win over Webster City. So a solid week for the Dragons. Has them moving up 2 spots this week into the top 10. At number 9, Ankeny Centennial, the biggest riser, I believe, among all Class 3A teams is the Jaguars. They jump up 4 spots from number 13. They had a win over Lewis Central, a win over Valley, a win over Johnson, and a win over Norwalk. So a perfect week for Ankeny Centennial, has them inside our top 10. At number 8 is Waverly Shell Rock. They were number 6 last week. They find themselves at number 8 this week, a win over Decorah and a 3rd place Mendenhall invite. At number 7, Dubuque Hempstead. They rise 1 spot after a win over Dubuque Senior and a win over Waterloo West. At number 6, the team just outside your top 5 is Hawkeyes Northwest. Although they do rise 1 spot, they were number 7 in our last set of rankings. Hawkeyes Northwest lost to Southeast Polk and had a 2nd place Jerry Eckenrod invite finish. Now, if you remember last time I did these, I revealed the top 5 all at once. This time I'm going to do it differently. We're going to go one by one to keep the suspense going a little bit more. So at number 5 is Linmar. Linmar, they held this spot in the last set of rankings. The Lions, they had a win over Iowa City High, a win over Xavier, a win over Pleasant Valley, a win over Clear Creek Amana, and a win over Mount Vernon. So a really productive week for Linmar as they hold down this spot inside the top 5. At number 4 is Fort Dodge, the Dodgers, 3rd place at the Warrior Duels in Missouri, and a 1st place Mendenhall invite has the Fort Dodge Dodgers holding down this spot inside the top 5. At number 3 is Bettendorf, the Bulldogs, 60-18 win over Assumption, 47-24 win over North Scott, and a 5th place finish at the Clash in Minnesota. Bettendorf will hold down this number 3 spot, a spot they held in the last set of rankings. Heading into your top 2, at number 2 is Indianola. Indianola, a huge win over Creston, huge win over Carlisle, and a huge win over North Polk. Indianola stays hot after the win at the Battle of Waterloo, and they will hold down the number 2 spot in Class 3A, leaving number 1 to Southeast Polk. And another great week for the Rams over there at Southeast Polk, a 53-12 win over Hawkeyes Northwest, a 60-6 win over Ankeny, which that duel over Ankeny, if you have not watched, those highlights are on IA Sports YouTube. Right on this page, go ahead and click on that, check it out. You can watch the full duels highlights. I even got a full match posted from IA Sports. Again, if you haven't watched IA Sports YouTube, we got a ton of great stuff on here and a ton of great stuff coming, so check that out. Nevertheless, also for Southeast Polk, a 1st place finish at the Cheesehead in Wisconsin. Not easy to do. They did it. Carter Pearson, I know, took home some hardware there. He was a champion at that tournament I saw on social media. Again, a great tournament for them, and enough to keep Southeast Polk at the number 1 spot in this set of rankings. So again, I appreciate you all for tuning in. That is all I got, though. 24 teams and honorable mentions right there for Class 3A dual team rankings. Be sure to subscribe to Rockfin, IA Russell's Rockfin, for some premium content coming your way this week. And again, I'll probably catch you guys next week for the Class 3A dual team rankings when those come out again. But again, this is Cade Nissen, and I'll catch you guys later.